In March of 2025, I mailed my Italian citizenship application to the consulate in Los Angeles. 22 months of work and nearly 100 years of history, all in one package. And here's the part that still doesn't feel real. Had I have not had my appointment with the Los Angeles consulate when I did, I wouldn't have qualified today. And I wouldn't have been grandfathered in, because 8 days later, Italy changed its citizenship laws. 8 days. That's the difference between being in the system and being completely shut out. And if you're Gen X like me, we're the next wave of people trying to figure out where and how we want to live the rest of our second half of our lives. My name is Christina, and this is my journey back to Italy. I started this channel because my life really exists between two worlds, in the United States where I live now, and Italy, where my family came from and where I plan to eventually live. On my dad's side, both sides trace back to southern Italy. For the past couple of years, I've been digging through all kinds of records, marriage certificates, birth certificate, immigration records, some of which are more than 100 years old. Something I found really interesting when I was digging through all these documents is that both sides of my great-grandparents both came from Calabria. Not only that, they came from the same province of Cosenza, different towns, but the same small part of southern Italy. And that matters more than anything I've ever expected. After 22 months of gathering documents, over 2 months just to secure an appointment, I finally had the chance to submit my application. The Los Angeles consulate requires that you set an appointment, even though you mail your documents in. So there was no big moment, no interview, nobody I had to speak to. It was just one package, holding years of work and generations of history. And then you wait. And after a few days, I got a confirmation email from the consulate, and I was finally in the system. And then everything changed. On March 28th, Italy announced a new law. And for the first time, there was a limit on who qualified for citizenship by descent. Before this, you could trace back your Italian lineage for generations. But now there was a cutoff. But under the new rules, if you don't have a parent or grandparent that was born in Italy, you likely don't qualify anymore. My line goes back 2 generations of great-grandparents, making me half Italian, which means if I hadn't had my appointment, I wouldn't qualify today. But because I had my appointment, I made it in. Now here comes the hard part. Waiting. This process can take 2 or more years for them to even review your application. So somewhere in the system, my application's just sitting there, waiting to be reviewed. And if you're going through this, you probably know how I feel. While you wait, there's always this quiet noise in the back of your mind, just wondering, are they reviewing it yet? Is it there yet? Am I closer yet? And of course, with all of the changes that happened, you're hoping nothing else changes. But with all of this happening, there was something else that happened. My husband and I bought a condo in Scalea, Italy, a small coastal town on the Tyrrhenian Sea in the province of Cosenza, the same province of my 2 sets of great-grandparents came from. Different towns, but the same place. So this journey isn't about the past anymore, it's about building something there now. That's what Halfway to Italia is. This is where I'll be sharing my full journey, the citizenship process, the waiting, the home buying, all of it. And what it's like to reconnect with a place that has not only been in my family for generations, but centuries. I'll be exploring my roots in the province of Cosenza and documenting my life in Scalea, a town most people have never even heard of, but it's the one that feels more familiar every time I go. If you're Gen X like me, thinking about that next chapter in your life, especially if Italy is a part of that story, subscribe and follow along. And if your family too comes from Italy, tell me in the comments. And you never know, our families may have came from the same place. Thanks for watching, and welcome to Halfway to Italia.